Hi everyone, and welcome to Dynamite, or Strength for Might. I am Jim Ross, here with Trini Kwan and with Wade Barrett. And today on Dynamite, or Strength for Might, we're going to have the deal signing between Kenny Omega and Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight winnings. Jim Ross said, "Well, that's right," Trini Kwan said. "Last week, Friday Night SmackDown and Rampage," whatever the English word for it is, Trini Kwan said, "we saw Roman Reigns beat Kenny Omega, and we saw Kenny Omega beat Jimmy and Jey Uso on that Rampage. Is everybody even?" Trini Kwan said, "Oh, I don't know about how even they are. To be earnest with you, I don't know how even they are." Wade Barrett said, "Kenny Omega lost the IW heavyweight winnings. He lost the AAA heavyweight winnings. He lost the NJPW heavyweight winnings. He lost AEW heavyweight winnings. He's not the Gabber anymore," Wade Barrett said, "and he's not going to win the World Heavyweight winnings." Well, now in the ring we got Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome everybody to Dynamite, or Strength for Might here. I am Santa Claus, and today I got to oversee a signing. I got to oversee a signing between Kenny Omega and Roman Reigns. So you got to bring them both out now. And first comes Roman Reigns coming out with Paulie Dangerously. And on the other side we got Kenny Omega coming out with the Jackal. Oh. Well, first off, Roman Reigns said, "I should be there because I'm the head of the board." "Shut up," Kenny Omega says. "You're not the head of no board." "For a whole year and a half, Roman Reigns, everyone has listened to you talk about how you're a kin leader, you're a head of a board, you're a overlord, you're a king, you're a Kaiser, you're the world heavyweight fighter. But I'm going to tell you now, you're none of that. I'm as good as you are, Roman Reigns. I'm as good as you are." "Oh, is that so, Kenny Omega? You're greater than me," Roman Reigns says. "Let's see. You lost the IW heavyweight winnings to Christian Cage. You had lost the AEW heavyweight winnings to Adam Page. Then you have to give up the NJPW heavyweight winnings and the AAA heavyweight winnings. I guess you're not the Gatherer anymore, as you like to call yourself." "Oh, that's sad. You can't be the Gatherer anymore because you ain't the fighter anymore. But I'm still the world heavyweight fighter in WWE. I'm still the world heavyweight fighter in TWF. And I'm still the world heavyweight fighter here, also in SMF. So you are nothing. You ain't no Gatherer. You couldn't make it in WWE. What? Because they wouldn't let you do all the weird stuff you're known for doing? I don't know. I don't care. The grounds is you couldn't make it in WWE, so you went to every other wrestling business that felt sorry for you. Yeah, we all know. I know the Saga and Till. You went to PWG. You went to ROH, OVW, UPW, AAA, NJPW, everywhere where you could behave as if you were the greatest thing, but you're not. And, well, when WE didn't see you as the greatest thing since sliced bread, you then went to AEW. Well, I got news for you, Kenneth Omega. You are going to be a loser again. To me. You see what's going to happen is you're going to lose. I'm going to beat you, stack you, get the 1-2 free, and that will be the end of it. And see, everyone in AEW wanted to bullshit and say that I'm like you, that you're like me. You're nothing like me. I don't care what David Meltzer says. You're nothing like me. You're a man that didn't make it in WWE and had to go to PWG and ROH and OVW and UPW and AAA and NJPW before you got to AEW. That might be true, Kenny Omega says. It might be true, Roman Reigns, that I'm not as well known as you. And it's true, I didn't make it in WWE like you did. My father wasn't a former wrestler like your father. So I didn't have it a smooth way to get into WWE. And when I did get into WWE, I didn't like it. I was in DSW, and it didn't work out, and they let me go. But you see, you seem to think it's a bad thing to have to go through every other small wrestling business to get to where you're at today. Yes, I went to PWG. Yes, I went to NJPW and AAA. Yes, I went to OVW and UPW. And yeah, I went to AEW. And I became the AEW heavyweight fighter, on top of being the IW heavyweight fighter, the AAA heavyweight fighter, the NJPW heavyweight fighter. And I will be the world heavyweight fighter, and I'll beat you at Holiday Hell. So, Jackal, Cyrus, whatever you call yourself, Paulie dangerously says, you always seem to pick the most dumbest wrestlers to go with. Back in the day, you told everyone that Kurgan was the upcoming. And how many winnings did Kurgan ever win? None. Then you backed it up Rhino at one time, believing Rhino was the shit. Yeah, Rhino became the ECW heavyweight fighter, the ECW Farseer fighter, the WWE Hard Made winner, the WWE Wanted Rights winner. But hey, he wasn't good. I had Brock Lesnar, and I knew from day one Brock Lesnar was going steads. I have Roman Reigns, and I know Roman Reigns is going steads. You always seem to pick losers, Paulie dangerously says. Man, I felt sorry for you back in the day, Jackal, when you got fired from WWE in between 98 YL, and I picked you up and put you in ECW, called you a Cyrus, made you be the head of the folk work. Let me tell you something, Paulie dangerously. You feeling sorry for me for being fired from WWF back in the day, going to ECW, you guilting me as the head of the folk work when it was TNN and WBGN you were having hang-ups with? That was shit. Yeah, Kurgan didn't quite do very well during his run in WWF, and there are all kinds of grounds to why that was. Rhino did very well for himself, both with me and without me. And Kenny Omega, he did very well for himself even before I worked with him. Roman Reigns can never say that he was a 4-time heavyweight winner. Roman Reigns, you can never say that you were an AEW heavyweight fighter, IW heavyweight fighter, AAA heavyweight fighter, NJPW heavyweight fighter. You can call yourself the world heavyweight fighter on WWE all you want. But at the end of the day, you only won 1 winnings. You didn't win You're not the WWF heavyweight. You're not the WWE heavyweight fighter. You're not the WWE NXT heavyweight fighter. You're just the world heavyweight fighter. And you want to scathe and guilt Kenny Omega for losing all his winnings? Roman Reigns, one day you're going to lose your winnings, and I'll be there when Kenny Omega beats you 1, 2, 3 at Holiday Hell, and then they say, and new world heavyweight fighter Kenny Omega. Or should I call him King Kenny Omega? Or Kaiser Kenny Omega? Yeah, you shut your fucking mouth, Roman Reigns says. I'm the king. I'm the Kaiser. I'm the kin leader. I'm the head of board. I'm the world heavyweight fighter. I'm the overlord. No, I'm the king, Kenny Omega says. And you know what? I'm a more greater wrestler than you, Roman Reigns. Everyone is getting sick of you coming out every Friday, saying the same old shit, and burying every wrestler on every buy show. I wish that someone would take the winnings off of you. I can't do that in WWE, and I can't do that in SMF, but I can do it in the TWF. And I'll be me. There, I wrote my name down. You know how to spell yours? I wrote my name down. You know how to spell yours, Kenny Omega says? There. I wrote my name down too, Roman Reigns says. So, holy fellow Nicholas, Scott Calvin goes, it's true. At Holiday Hell, we will see Kenny Omega fight Roman Reigns for the world heavyweight winnings. And if you forgive me, Kenny Omega, Jackal, Roman Reigns, Paulie Dangerously, I got to be going now. You got anything you want to say to me, Roman Reigns says, before I beat the shit out of you? Yeah, I do. Are you going to bring your near kin, Jimmy and Jay Uso, to beat me up? You know, your underlings? Well, I got a friend too. His name is Adam Cole. You might know him, Roman Reigns. He was in WWE for many years, starting from 27 between while up to 2021 while before he left. He was the longest lording WWE NXT heavyweight fighter. Yeah. Oh no. It's Jimmy and Jay Uso. And they're going to lay a beat down on Kenny Omega. But Kenny Omega and the Jackal like, sucks to be you, Paulie Dangerously, the Jackal says. Yeah, sucks to be you, Roman Reigns. I told you, Roman Reigns says, to show up and beat him up. Not let him get out of the ring. Outstanding first feint. Yes? I want you to make scene that Kenny Omega does not become the world heavyweight fighter. Yes, my lord. Yes, my kin leader. It'll be done. And Jimmy and Jay Uso, I want you to lay that beat down and make him sorry he ever shamed his kin leader, the head of board, the world heavyweight fighter, the overlord, the king, the Kaiser. Yes, Roman. We'll do that, Jimmy Uso says. We'll do that, Jay Uso says. Well, so Gene Okerlund says, so Jim Ross says, it looks like Kenny Omega is going to meet Roman Reigns for the world heavyweight winnings at Holiday Hell coming next month. And we want to say thanks to Holy Fellow Nicholas, Scott Calvin, Father Yule, the Heavenly Gift Giver, for overseeing that. Yes, Trini Kwan said. And you heard Roman Reigns, Jim Ross. He told his first feint, Paulie Dangerously, and his near kin, underlings, Jimmy and Jey Uso, to make Kenny Omega wish he never shamed at him or scathed him. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Wade Barrett says. Kenny Omega can behave like he's the big shit. And the Jackal can go around and say how he's the big shit. But Roman Reigns is the true big shit. Roman Reigns has never lost any fight since he took Paulie dangerously on as his first fame. As his overseer, business overseer, whatever you want to call him. And at the end of the day, Roman Reigns will still be the world heavyweight fighter, not Kenny Omega. Well, I understand that Gorilla Monsoon now is going to be talking with Kenny Omega and the Jackal before Dynamite is done here. Alright, Kenny Omega. We just know you're going to be fighting Roman Reigns at Holiday Hell. So what do you think? What do I think, Gorilla Monsoon? I think that I'm going to go to Friday Night SmackDown. That I'm going to go to Roman Reigns' show. And I'm going to call Roman Reigns out. And I'm going to beat Roman Reigns up, Jimmy and Jey Uso up, and Paulie dangerously up. I'm not frightened of Roman Reigns. See you on Friday Night SmackDown. Jackal? You know I'm going to be at Friday Night SmackDown calling the fights with Michael Cole and Lois, but I'm going to be backing up my buyer, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega is going to be on Friday Night SmackDown calling you out, Roman Reigns, calling you out, Paulie dangerously, and if you're both bold enough, bring Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso too, because we'll beat the shit out of them as well. Well, that was my talk with Kenny Omega and the Jackal. Back to you, Jim Ross. Well, it looks like it is all the time we got here for Dynamite or Strength for Might. I'm Jim Ross for Trini Kwan and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Dynamite or Strength for Might, and we'll see you tomorrow for Impact. Strike or hit.